guys. We had so much fun talking with Jimmy the other day. I brought him back for part 2, you guys. So welcome back, Jimmy. Welcome to the show. What do you have to tell us now?
No,
you were.
I was the timeout in there. Are you gonna leave the timeout in when Karen goes? You got to leave the timeout in.
Oh, you think it's funny?
Now that I've done this, you have to leave the timeout in. Okay, so
you guys, isn't this fun? It's always live, but we're doing a part 2 now because he's got to go and I got to go. But guess what? It's too interesting. He's got me so many things to tell you. Okay, back to it, Jimmy.
So I just moved into a haunted house, and things are moving all the time, and I can't figure it out. But just like everything else, I'm just learning to live with it. I don't.
What does that mean? You're learning to live with it. What does it mean? You hear a sound, you go, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah, I don't go and explore. I can tell you that.
See, you guys, I'd be getting my crystal ball like I have over here.
No, not in my world. No. You want?
I'd be like sitting there kumbaya channeling.
Yeah. Not in my. You want to knock something over in the other room? I'll pick it up later, but I'm not going to go and check it out.
I need to bring the Ouija board to your place, and we needed to do some.
Okay, research. If you're here with me to hold my hand, that's another story.
Then you'll do it.
But no, I was sitting in bed. This is 6 months ago, and the shoes are falling. I have shelves of shoes in my walk-in closet, and it's just like every day, right? Every day, another pair of shoes is down.
What do you mean? Can they just fall off? Or
Karen, they're in the middle of the floor. So anyway. I'm in bed. It's like 11 o'clock, and I'm watching.
God, I love this.
Watching TV, and house is quiet. You know, I'm just sitting there, and I just hear boom, 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 and I'm like, oh man, I'm not going to look. I'm not. I pull up my covers. I'm not going in there. I'm not going to go.
Jimmy, you're so funny. I don't know if I told you the house.
I'm not. The next day,
okay.
I get up, I go in, I'm taking pictures. The shoes are down. That's good enough for me. But when I hear noises in the house at night, I'm not. Okay, man, what's going on?
Okay, I'm the first person to do that.
No, not me, man. No. You just do your thing. And we've got an agreement. We got an agreement. Oh my God. I had some guest over at the house 3 months ago. I had a dinner party, and I had some friends flying from out of town. And so while everybody is arriving, one of my guests came in from the East Coast, and he goes, "Dude, man, I want to go see Skunk Works." I said, "Okay, let's jump in the car."
Yeah. So
I turned to my friend Lisa. I said, "The house is yours. If people are arriving, we're going to split. We'll be back." And so we leave. Lisa's sitting on the couch in the family room in the back watching TV. We split. We come back about a half hour later, and some guests had arrived, and Lisa comes around. Jesus Christ! I go, what?
He's like, uh-oh.
I'm sitting on the couch, and somebody's walking around upstairs. And I said, well, I've been trying to tell you, and that's.
Listen, I think you bring it with you. Okay, Jimmy, this house that I purchased, I don't know if I told you this, the guy who had it before me died in the house.
Mm-hmm.
But he knew he's dying. So it wasn't like it was a bad thing. He died of cancer, but I have spoken with him.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, see, and for me, it's just normal thing to do. Okay, you guys, we have so much to cover. I know we both got to go, but I want him to talk to you a little bit about his trip. He just went to Egypt recently, and I followed you along on your videos you were doing. But I also watched, you guys, he has this really cool show on Gaia streaming platform. It's called Into the Vortex. Mm-hmm. Every episode I watched, I'm hooked. I'm a fan. And you talked about one of the temples there in the Sphinx. Would you like to share a little bit about your trip to Egypt?
Yeah. I like to think that I'm pretty interesting, and that people want to call me up, my friends, and go, "Hey, Jimmy, how you doing? You want to go out to dinner? You want to go shoot a brew? What's going on? What movies?" No, you know what they do, Karen? They call me up. So, man, let's talk about Egypt.
Well, like, why not?
You know, and I totally get it, because that's what I did with everybody that I knew. Because
I haven't been to Egypt yet.
And that's it. And so I asked so tell me about Egypt. So now I'm that person.
Yeah, but you are.
Egypt is so extraordinary. It is on just about any way that you choose to view Egypt: ancient history, mysticism, the temples, the construction, the engineering, ancient astronaut theory, mathematics, astronomy, whatever your flavor is, right? You're going to get that and much more from Egypt. So all of your questions are going to be answered. And then you're going to walk away with new questions. So yes, but here's my take. When you least expect it, it's going to happen. And that happened to me many, many times.
Wow.
So, and maybe I'll share an experience. So there's that. But the second thing, and probably more profound, that I came away from Egypt with, was something that I didn't expect, Karen, and that is the people. The people of Egypt. You don't hear about this at all. And what I'm trying to say is, Cairo is 30 million people, 35. It's the biggest city in the world. You don't expect that. You don't expect the size of it, but it's also the oldest. It's 5,000 years old.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah. Okay. And now I know where you live. I won't disclose it, but I know where you live. You know how old it is? 150 years old. That's it.
About exactly.
That's it.
Well, for this culture.
No.
For this culture.
Karen, the oldest thing in your town is McDonald's.
We don't have McDonald's in my town.
So,
but listen, let me tell you, the Native American population was here for thousands of years.
Karen, that's not what I'm talking about.
I know.
And it's craziness.
Yeah.
So you're in Cairo and you see a brand new condominium, brand new, beautiful, mirrors, nice, new, fresh. And right next to it, touching it, is a store selling convenience items. Right next door. That is 5,000 years old.
In the building, the building it's in.
5,000 years old.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You look at it and you can see how old, and it's like that all over Egypt. Now, here's my point. The people of Egypt have had over 5,000 years to get it right. They respect each other. They smile. They appreciate life. Doesn't matter what level or what part of society you're from. Everybody is happy and they've got it figured out. And then you get on a plane and you leave Egypt and you're flying back to wherever you came from. And in my case, it's Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, this sucks. I'm flying back to the country that I love, and I know how messed up it is and how people are unhappy. And nobody says hello to each other. Nobody is smiling.
Well, LA is a different beast. Because I lived there for, myself 24 years. It's a different beast.
It's the whole country. It's the whole world, really. But
nowadays it's the whole world.
Yeah, we're just out of sync with each other, and it's such a. And right now, you haven't been there, right?
No.
So what I am relaying,
I've been to Africa, but have not been to the country of Egypt.
Right, and so it's something that you're going to come away with. You're going to understand. They've had. I say 5,000 years. That's Orthodox academia.
Yeah, I was going to say it goes back for the Sphinx goes way back.
10,000, 15, 20,000. I don't know. But you definitely can feel it. the happiness, the joy that is
now
there.
why do you think that? Do you think it's because of the energetic centers and there's vortices there? There's the piezoelectric stuff going on with the water and the crystal, and do you think it's any of that?
Yeah. It's all connected.
I mean, because you were talking about going to those temples and really sensing and feeling this magnetic energy in some of them.
Well, I one of the craziest things that I did, or that anybody could ever do on planet Earth, I was able to experience it. I didn't understand it at the time, but it was my birthday.
Yeah, that's right. You celebrate your birthday in Egypt. It's very cool.
Yeah, it was my birthday, and so we go down, and we're at Dendera, and the priest at the temple comes up to me, and he goes, "Okay, so now, Jimmy, Karen, this is exactly what he says to me. I'm going to take you to an underground pharaonic lake.
Oh, cool.
Where the pharaohs went to spiritually cleanse themselves." I was like, what?
You're like this. Please push me into it.
Well, we're in the middle of sand.
What? Yeah. Where's this water? Where's this lake? Right?
We're in the Sahara Desert. Underground pharaonic lake. So we go across, and I can see in the distance there are these 3 flat red granite stones on the sand, and shaped like a U, like 2 here, then 1 on top, right?
Okay.
But there's space in the middle, and they're big. These are big, giant things. And we're coming, and I see, man, this is not making sense, man. What is he saying? And we go up, and then as we approach it, I can see it stairs going down into the darkness. And he turns to me and he goes, "No talking. No technology. Take off your shoes." I'm like, "Well, that's easy, man. I'm taking my shoes off," right? And down we go.
Wow.
We go down. They said it was 5 stories. I don't know, 50, 100 feet, a long ways, man.
Yeah, that's going way down there.
Down. And so up top, it's like 100 degrees, 110 degrees. We're going down these stairs. It's getting cooler and cooler and cooler. I'm barefoot. Cooler and cooler. I can feel the stones under my feet cooling down, and then they're getting damp, and then I can hear the water. I'm like, holy crap. I can't see, right? It's black.
So it's pitch black. There's no lights.
Oh, no.
Well, then aren't you worried about stepping on snakes or lizards or spiders?
You know, what I went through,
I'd worry about spiders more than anything.
That's a zone you're not even.
Because you've already gone through less. Okay, I get it. You've got to be acclimated to it.
No, I think that the okay. If you go to Frodo Baggins and Gandalf and Boromir on the edge of the cliff in the mines of Moria, and Gandalf underground, and Gandalf lights the candle and he holds it out and lights up the mines of Moria. I don't think Frodo's thinking about snakes.
Well, I actually like snakes, but I don't want to step on one.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, a whole nother spiritual transformation thing going on here.
Okay.
So we go down, and Jimmy, same's Jimmy, our Egyptian guide, amazing person, by the way. He's in front of us. I got the priest behind me. He's got his hand on my shoulder, and we come down, and then I can see the priest lights up a candle. Well, I can see Jimmy's back.
Okay.
And that's it. I can't see in front of him. It's all black. But I see Jimmy. He's like knee deep in this water, and he's splashing it up.
Oh, wow.
It's like taking a shower. And then he's out there for a couple of minutes, and then he comes back by me and he whispers in my ear, "It's all yours." I was like, man, okay. So I trunch out into the water. I'm neat.
Awesome.
It was not ice cold. It's 1:11:11. right now.
Oh, right now? Okay, perfect.
No, I mean, just flash to see all those ones is pretty cool. So, and I'm going to do my thing. And I turn around, I'm walking up the stairs, and I get like 4 or 5 steps up. Man, no, it's not true. 10 steps. Get like 10 steps up. Like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
And I put my hand on the wall, and I just stop on the stairs, and it started this crazy thing. And I had to. I didn't want to fall, but I didn't want to lose this vision, this thing coming in. And I continue going up the stairs, and I finally make it up to the top, and my eyes are closed. I've just got my hands on the wall, and then I feel the sunlight. I open up my eyes, and it was like,
I bet.
And I looked around. Somebody comes up to me. Hey, man. So I was like, not now. Back up. And I turn left, and I start walking across the sand, and I see somebody off in the distance. Jimmy. It's Elizabeth, Billy Carson's girlfriend, fiance. But I don't know if she's like this big. It's like a Jimmy. I need to keep this vision. I don't want to lose it.
Right.
So I'm holding it. And I'm walking towards Elizabeth, and she comes running up. You're not going to believe what happened to me. I was in this temple, and I was in there alone, and there's a red light, and it came down. Nothing ever happened to me. I never see anything. It was incredible. Think of it, envelopment. I'm like, Elizabeth, I'm doing my own thing right now.
Oh, yeah.
Thing. Right. I need some space. But Jimmy, you don't understand. Elizabeth. And we walked over. We're both going through this craziness.
Yeah.
And we go and we sit down. This big red granite block in the middle of the sand happens to be there. And we sit down. I put my head in my hands, and I just tried to hold the Now, okay.
That's amazing.
Crazy, right? Crazy.
Yes.
But here's the trippy thing. So I fly back to the States, and I'm just thinking about this experience. And I don't think that's what's important. You know what's important? That 5,000 years ago, those pharaohs were doing that.
Yeah.
They were going down there. They were doing this thing. Is it a DMT explosion? Is it the pineal gland opening up? Is it this? Is that parallel worlds? I don't know what it is. Is it the heat? Is it the coolness of the water? Is it the lightness to the dark and dark to the light, and serotonin and melatonin and an exchange of chemistry and body? That whatever science has to say, I don't know what's going on. But 5,000 years ago, the pharaohs dug that and built that stairway.
Wow.
To go down there and do that, and they understood it, and they were going down there and doing the right, and coming out, the sun, the explosion, and they have their understanding of their next move. I don't. It's crazy, and that's where I have to step back and go. We can try to use modern science and things and try to explain our way through this about what's happening in the transformation of the body. It is so insignificant. It's such a small, tiny mindset. How about them doing it 5,000 years ago and them having an understanding of this and what they knew and how we have forgotten about all of that, all of these years, where we don't know what the process was. We don't know what the ceremony was. We don't know how they got there. We don't know who taught them, how this was suggested, why they were doing it. We don't know any of that. And it's forgotten and lost to history. And I think it's extraordinary. It's absolutely incredible. And I didn't have anybody there. I didn't have a shaman. I didn't have somebody to help me through my spiritual journey. I didn't have somebody explaining to me what was going on. When you least expect it, and it caught me, it grabbed me, and it was real and it was profound. And I'm just going to leave that right there. For anybody that needs or wants or wonders about Egypt, don't mess around. Just go. Just go. It's incredible.
I'm going to say something here about that. I think you stepped into the sacred, into the divine, and you allowed it to move you, or you to move with it. And that's the beauty of being in these places that have this kind of energy and reverence about them. Jimmy, when you and Billy go back and do that trip, sign me up. I'm going.
Yeah, we're going twice this year.
Okay, let me know. Let me know.
I can't wait. I'm going to push you into a temple. See you, Karen.
Dude, I can't wait to go. Because when I go to the Mayan ruins all over, South America, I am the first to go in. The Jaguar, all those temples, and I get experiences, and I can't wait. Remember, I'm the one in my house when things happen. I'm looking for it. I'm wanting the experiences.
So I go into the Great Pyramid.
Yeah, right. Everybody goes, oh, big pyramid.
Nothing.
Right. I've heard that before from people.
Nothing. It's crazy.
It's cool.
It's big. It's gnarly. I loved it. Nothing.
Well, I saw when you Into the Vortex is episode 8. Was episode 8? I think it was the last episode. And you talk about your experience in the Hathor temple, the Dendera temple. And I was like, that's exactly the temple I've always wanted to go into. I'm more interested in that temple. And then you have this whole thing, you guys, you got to watch Gaia if you haven't seen it.
Dendera, when you, and I know that's
crazy.
I took some incredible videos there. And
you did. And I saw him. You guys, you could see this on his show if you go watch this.
We got him in there? Okay, cool.
Yeah, you do when you see the light bulb, right?
Yeah, but that's okay.
There's more to it than that, but
yeah. I haven't seen the episode. I know
I have.
I don't watch myself. I can't do it. I can't.
Well, it was one of my favorite episodes because Billy Carson's on there too, and I love Josh. By the way, who is Josh? Josh is great.
Josh is he auditioned. He
you guys, he has his helper on the show who's assistant awesome. Who shows the videos. He's great.
Yeah, he's awesome, and I needed and wanted. I was so glad that Gaia allowed me for Into the Vortex to have a vision for the show, and then to get their full support, because this show isn't what Gaia does.
No, it's not.
No, this is not what they do, and so they let me have Josh, who is somebody there that we can ask questions together. But the thing is I didn't want the show to be edited. So what you get with Into the Vortex is we start the show and then we end the show. There are no retakes. There are no edits. There are no things or this. Ask a question differently or this or that or that. Let's do that. No, there's none of that. You get the show. So if we tape for 40 minutes, you've got a 40-minute show.
And that makes it easier for you too, having to do those intakes and outtakes.
It's got to be natural. It's got to be organic. And so in order to do that, we needed to have somebody there. Not we, I.
Yeah. Okay.
When I say it's a team, but for me to do the interview, we can't stop and fake like we're looking at something. No.
Right.
I wanted and need somebody to go pull up that picture so we can turn around, we can look at it, and we can discuss it in real time. That's an organic way to do a show. And for Gaia, they have their and they do it so well.
Yeah, I've been on Gaia myself a few times, and I love the platform.
They great editors and production and graphics and they know what they're doing and they've got their thing and they can enhance and put together these great productions. I wanted none of that. Right?
Isn't that funny? And so this is what I think. When I first saw your episode, I go, okay, it's going to be interesting. And then I watch, and you got Josh there, and you got your person you're interviewing, and there's this wonderful dialogue that happens, and Josh kind of starts out, and he shows the pictures like you said, and yet it just felt like I was in the studio with you when you broadcast Fade to Black.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like, and I go, that's what Jimmy was going for. Am I right?
Well, but that's, I'm not imitating anything.
No, it's who you are.
It's just who I am.
And I go, that's Jimmy. That's what I see on your show. I go, being around you, even in person, that's Jimmy. There was none of this, you guys. It's really a good show.
Yeah. There's no point to reinvent the wheel. Let's just go in. I've done this thousands of times. Let's push the boundaries. And for Gaia to step out of their comfort zone along with me, shows not only their interest in the subject, but their commitment to the community. And where Gaia said to me, you know what, Jimmy, just do you.
Yeah.
Right? Just do you. We'll capture it on camera. You're right. Let's do it. And they built a fantastic set.
Yeah, like you said, it's easy.
There's cameras all over the place. I think.
Oh yeah, because you get the different angles for sure.
We shoot with 10 cameras. Well, see, normally in a normal show, you're shooting with 1 or 2 cameras, and then you go back and you do edits and you do this, and that's not. No, we're capturing everything live. We just fire this thing up, and it's go time. And it's the same thing as Fade to Black. I don't have prepared questions. It's just a natural, organic conversation. I know my guest. My guests know me. There's an element of trust between us, and we're able to get straight to it. So
you're just having a chat, and that's what I liked about the Into the Vortex. And then the chat, by the way, this season was a lot about UFOs, UAPs, and then they got into the ancient civilization stuff, and it was really good. But it feels very natural. I like that. I like the Fade to Black, and I've been on his show many times on Fade to Black that it just feels so easy. And like even today, you guys have it on this show. I said there's a few things I want to hit, but as you guys know me, I like to be ad lib and just have fun and see what happens.
Yeah. I taught you well, young one.
Yes, you did. You guys, listen, he's got to go. I got to go. But we want to say thank you for joining us here. Jimmy, it's been an absolute treat having you for our 2 little shows here we just did. I appreciate you. And thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, Karen, I love you so much. You've been a dear friend for so many, many years.
Right.
Just doing your thing. And anytime you want to have me be a guest in your domain, just let me know. Okay.
All right. We'll have to have him back, you guys, soon. Okay. This is Creative Visions TV. Karen Dahlman, Jimmy Church. See you again real soon. Bye-bye.